You ever work and you feel like you're working, you're spinning your wheels and you're really busy, but you're not getting a lot of things done, right? You kind of feel like you're a person on an island and the plant keeps going, but you're kind of over here and you're just not getting things done. Well, if you're a busy safety manager and you feel like that, this is the right video for you to be watching. My name is David Sawyer. This is Help with OSHA, where I help busy managers prevent accidents, avoid OSHA, so that no one gets hurt at work. And as I make this video, we are beginning a brand new year, right? It's a blank sheet of paper. But if you're like me, you get done with the Christmas holiday, you feel recharged, but then you sit down at your desk and you go, I got so much stuff I need to be doing. And you don't really know how to really make an impact. Well, in this video, I want to talk about three people that you can connect with and build a relationship with that will help you get more things done. If you can utilize these people, not use them, but utilize them, it'll make their lives better and it'll make your life a lot better. So let's dive into it. The first person, as a safety manager, the first person you need to really tap into is the office manager. Now, like I said, this is a brand new year that I'm recording this video, the start of a new year. And if you're a safety manager, you know what you do in January. You have to figure out the OSHA logs. You have to make sure that you post the OSHA log. You got to submit the electronic information to Department of Labor. Lots of fun stuff, right? This is super fun. Well, in order to do that, you need labor hours. You need to have average number of employees. You need to make sure you're in communication. And that office manager is the person that's the key to this information. So if you can build a relationship with your office manager, this might be, depending on how big the company is, it could be the HR manager, could be the receptionist, could be a designated office manager. But this person has the ins and outs of what's going on at the corporate level. They know what's going on with the company. They know the owners. They know the leaders. They know the executives. And they are a great person to tap into, because if you want to make a difference, you need information quickly. Now, here's where, one hand kind of helps scratch the other person's back also. If this manager is like most managers I know, then when you have a training or a meeting and you have people together, they're going to have information they want to communicate. And you're a perfect person to help them communicate. So it works hand in hand. You can build a relationship with them. You can help them communicate what they need to communicate throughout the year, and they can get you the information you need for the data, the numbers, the hours, the temporary workers, all that information. So cultivate that relationship with your office manager. The second person that you can utilize to get more things done is your warehouse manager. Shipping, receiving, forklifts, pallet jacks, reach trucks. This is the person that's going to be in charge of a lot of moving of materials. And oftentimes when there's a serious accident, it happens with powered industrial trucks. So this is somebody you want on your team. You want them to know that you're looking out for them, and in turn they'll look out for you. So build a relationship with your shipping manager. This person will help you, and you can help them, because you can get people certified on the forklifts. You can provide training. You can check and make sure that there's a safety inspection checklist that's being done before every shift. This warehouse manager is key. And don't forget, and this could be a whole separate video, have a good system so that when they're loading trucks, the wheels are chalked and there's a safety system in place so that truck driver doesn't drive away while they're being loaded. If you ask around to enough companies, you'll find that this is a very common problem. It doesn't happen every week or every month, but it happens way too often. So office manager, shipping manager, and I saved the best for last. The most important person you need to build a relationship with is your maintenance manager. Safety and maintenance are like that. They have to be like that, because you can't get anything done without a good relationship with your maintenance manager. Tell you a story, right? Tell you a really, really good story, important story, happened to me. I can explain it. The first time I got a safety manager job, I was working with a company. It was a food processing company, and they had one cooker where grease was being pumped out of a heat exchanger into the cooker. And they had these big pipes that were moving around. And when I met with the maintenance manager, first time I met him, I remember talking to him and I just was a sponge. I was asking questions. I don't know about the company. I want to learn what you think are hazards. How have some of your own guys been hurt in the past? What can we do to prevent it? Just asking questions. I'm just talking to him. And I remember he said, I'll tell you, one of the things that's really been just a pain in my butt is this stupid heat exchanger. And I want to move the pipes down below the platform because right now they're in the way and guys are actually getting burned on the pipes. But I'm having a hard time because it's going to be a project that costs a little bit of money and they don't want to spend the money to move the pipes because it's working fine. It's just every now and then guys get burned. And I was like, dude, if guys are getting burned, it's not working fine. Yeah, I will put my pressure behind that as a brand new safety manager and say, this is a job we need to get done. And we were able to move those pipes under. I didn't move the pipes. I just gave him the thumbs up and the push and the support he needed. And when I came back in the next week, you would have thought I did the job myself, and I didn't. I came back in, the pipes were moved under, and the employees that were working in that room, I literally had one of the guys come up to me. He spoke Spanish. He looked at me, he kind of spoke to me in broken English and was like, thank you. And he showed me on his arm where he'd been burned by that pipe. And that was a great feeling. It was a great feeling because it was something everyone knew needed to happen, but I was able to give it that little push to make it happen. And I got credibility with the maintenance manager. I got credibility with the guys in the room. And my boss, right? My boss saw that, hey, this guy came in, he's already starting to make a difference. So have a relationship with the maintenance manager. And it's not going to be perfect. There's going to be times where you guys butt heads, but just know if you guys can work together as a team, you're going to get a lot more accomplished. Maintenance is the key to safety. If maintenance doesn't buy into the programs, if they're not doing lockout, tagout, confined space, if they're not actually walking the walk, you don't have anything. You have to get maintenance on board. It's one of the most important things you can do as a safety manager, and it will definitely make your life easier. So just to recap, office manager, that person's going to help you connect with labor hours. They're going to help you connect with employees. They're going to help you connect with temporary agencies. They might even be handling some of the workers' comp. That's a very key person. Warehouse manager, powered industrial trucks, pallet jacks, making sure that they have a good understanding of what's required in their work area. And lastly, and most important, is the maintenance guy. Have a connection, have a relationship with your maintenance guy so you guys can build out. Now, if this has been helpful to you, I encourage you. I've got a whole, let's see if I can get it to come up here. There it is. I got a whole safety manager guide, a PDF that I will happily give to you. There's going to be a link at the bottom of this page. You can connect on that, and then you can download this safety manager guide. My goal is to help make your job easier so we protect people, avoid OSHA, and no one gets hurt at work.